I didn't take you for a petal-picking sort.
To pluck is the end. You love, you lose. I mentioned a commander. Did I? No matter.
The man who put you in a box. Vile business, Tobias.
So it goes. Should I be spared when others faced the box? Should I stand aside and tinker with cannons?
Well, there are no boxes here. And we hoped you would help us with some improvements on the jackdaw.
My knobby hands once fashioned deadly instruments, to be sure. I can't be sure. Can I trust memory? I see the motors are made for the commander, stout and of uncommon strength and quality.
Well then, I would like to have a look at those. Where are they now?
A dark place. A place of screams. A theater of cruelty. The seas of Punta Guarco, on an island called Petit Cavan. If the motors are to be found, they are there, or thereabouts.
The sooner we find this cave, the better the jackdaw will be for it.
In the kitchen with her feet.
Where's catching fishes, Edward?
I expect it won't be as easy as sailing in and taking the weapons.
Who can know? If much is as it was, Petit Cavan is well guarded. The commander keeps the weapons under lock and key.
Not exactly ripe for the picking then. How did you discover you had a knack for tinkering? Was it with the privateers?
Yes.
All right then.
We're here.
I'll wait outside the cavern.
Expect me shortly.
Lads, keep the jackdaw out of sight. Find us when we're done.
Loosen, trim tight, ride the wind. Come off the wind!
You stayed in this dank place. Tell me there was somewhere to call home before this.
There was an island where I felt warmth. Contentment? I was a different man.
We all were, mate. What was this island called? How long must we wait?
They come after dark. It will be worth it. The commander hungers for power. My guns sate his appetite.
Must be
Where is
quiet.
the commander?
Two, there. Careful now.
Up ahead, on the dock. Best not bother him. He's busy with his tests.
That's the problem. We're running out of boats.
Easy, man. Christ.
A debt was owed. No more. The commander is ahead, if I'm right.
You don't seem too concerned with the weapons. That's why we're here.
It is a hateful and wicked bargain, but it is ours.
Smith, I took you to be caught in Death's shadow. Now I see. You're the one casting it.
No, no, please! I don't want to go in there!
Shut your mouth and do what you're told.
Tobias! Brother! It's you!
Hurry. The ship outside. Go. On. Moving on. We must move on.
Another one in. Clear the mess of the last.
That was a nice ring on that one.
Yes, leave it. That's mine.
Ah, the stench.
That's him.
Who are you?
He's yours, Smith.
You! What? All of this for some flowers? Maybe I should have looked closer at you and taken more. Ah! No! Oh! Oh! You piece of shit! That's all you are! Dirt and water! I broke you open and looked inside, and you know what I found? Nothing! You're empty! You're a puppet! A nobody! You're nothing!
There is no box dark enough, but this will do.
What? Not even a smile? We exorcised your demon. Live a little, man.
He is gone, yes. But the shadow on my soul remains. I need to see Crooked Island. There's a village there. After that, the motors.
Are there more parts you need at Crooked Island? What is it, Smith? What is there that you need?
Love. Long dimmed. Nearly gone. Not gone.
We're bound for Crooked Island, then. But I need those motors to be set right after our visit. Tell me about this island we're headed to. Was it your home? All right, I'll go first. I came of age on a farm. We're shepherds, us Kenways, but I wanted more. For my family, for me. So I took to the seas, and here I am.
I was born in Barbados. I have little memory of it. Maybe I wasn't. You can see it now with all that's happened.
And Crooked Island?
I stole away there as a youth. Met my wife. A sunny place. Fine people. A different time. A short time. I fell in with some pirates. It was them who taught me to use firearms and machines. Then the British came. One of their raids. No warning. Men, women, children, no matter. Taken and gone. You know the rest.
That's over now. Let's hope your wife awaits your return with open arms.
It is hope that's brought me the most pain these last years.
There it is, Crooked Island. There's smoke.
Something's amiss.
Aloft, lads! Loose the royals!
English ships.
A raid. We gotta stop them.
Lead on.
Mark! Wake up, man!
Too late for him. That should teach you lot to try to escape. Nice! Off with you!
Thank you. Mark, my friend! We're saved! Please, open your eyes. Please, I'm old.
You'll still fetch a price.
I owe you my life.
Shut your mouth!
It's not to do with any dark feelings. Spare me. Oh, thank you.
Ugh.
They
fled back to the sea.
They will return.
This place is safe, for now. Let's find your home.
Yes.
Lead the way. You're uneasy.
I don't know this place like I did. Not no more.
It has been some years. Should I let you get on with it? The house is in ruin.
She gave me this. As long as they persist, so will we, she said. Flowers die, dry and rot. I did not see it then. I failed her. All love must end with one saying goodbye to the other. She was my light. It is darkness once more.
I've said goodbye to many friends. Close and true. The ache never leaves.
Upon my death, bury me next to she, is all I ask. Edward, thank you. I know little of this world, almost nothing. But I had to know my wife's fate.
You can be a dark cloud over calm water, Smith. But we'll put some cheer on those bones yet. It's been a pleasure to get to know you, Smith.
Thank you, Captain. The motors are ready. They only need to be fitted.
Good man. It took some doing, but I expect they'll be worth it.
The British raiding ships, those that remain, sail unopposed. I've learned of their location.
I see.
The flame of my life may be snuffed out, but we can save others from that same darkness. The ships were seen near Crooked Island to finish what they started at Guess. Guesses, wagers, them all we have.
These mortars could do with some testing anyway. Fine work on these mortars, Smith.
They too will someday fail you.
Crowd it on, all of it! Faster now!
Paddy, Jock and Jackie too. Paddy McGinty. Ollie, Ollie, oh. Shamrock and Rose, boys. Shamrock, Rose and Thistle too. Shamrock and Rose, boys. Ollie, Ollie, oh. England, old Ireland. England, old Ireland. England, old Ireland. Ollie, Ollie, ho. Ireland, Ireland.
Mighty fine singing, lads.
There! The ships!
Time to put these guns to the test.
Ease her off.
Steady now. inch of sail!
Roll the dogs out!
Great shot!
Do we let fly the grapples and board ourselves?
Return to board, Milsgard! Pull! Reel the lovers in!
Hit them off our deck, Jack!
Mercy! Not let go!
Not far enough away.
Easy does it! Ha!
Them could return to darkness.
Another wave! Prepare yourselves! Time's out! Let's get moving!
Watch the target!
Cruiser! Eat her
Eyes on
sticks!
the top, Jack!
Fire! Fire!
Still quaking!
Strike the cast!
Fire!
This is something!
Man your sheep!
Rogue wave to starboard!
The waters are turning!
Raise yourself! And then come!
Ready to fire, sir!
Formation! Get the mainsails into the wind!
Trim to!
Loose all! Let's move!
Steady now.
Fire!
Careful! That's quite a rough squall, Captain!
Look, sir! We can board and take her!
Let's have a song then. Yo, heave ho! Heave! Heave!
Take the fight to them!
You can't hide!
I've got it!
I'll have your balls, I will!
It's pretty to watch.
Leave only crab food.
Let's get going. Douse them.
Lead the train, boys!
Catch me some wind.
That wind's trouble, Edward!
Loose all sail. Fast as you dare.
As high roll,
Survivor here, sir. Set
Start
her
to
back.
We can seize them ship.
Fire! Step on their ship and they'll pass like the sea!
Bring them in for a steely kiss.
Power my battle axe and weapon of war!
They're flagging. Press on.
Well done, Smith.
Nice work on them cannons, dead man.
You can choose another nickname if you'd prefer. The crew will respect it.
I'm Fonda Dinium. A reminder of my path.
You've called down thunder, dead man. Your guns will spread fear across the seas.
With so little to hold on to, is something. Very little, but something. Almost nothing. Still, I cling to it.
No use wallowing about here.
Up those shrouds! Let's move!
Baby boys, Cuba sleeps in the kitchen with her feet in the hall, running down to Cuba. Baby boys, Cuba running down to Cuba. The captain, he will trim the sail.
Calm her
Their
down.
wares are ripe for the picking again.
Swinging the water,
Fast as you dare.
running down to Cuba.
Fortune beckons!
Baby boys, Cuba running down to Cuba. Give me a gal can dance her dang.
Look, there's too many soldiers. And where are the merchants? Something's up.
Best to avoid the main docks. We don't want to draw attention.
We'll have to wait till sundown to find our contact. Not so many guards about then.
Careful, Edward! These waters are full of enemies!
Anchors away!
They're bearing down on lands, Captain.
The guards change at dusk. Some ways are left unwatched. I know a safe path through, but we have to hurry.
I'd prefer to avoid Torres's men, especially El Tiburon.
I spent time here with Mary and Jack. I recall some parts better than others, mind.
Rackham was always one for the grog.
We were all wild, but Jack most of all. If there was drink to be had, he was having it. That's what got him in the end. I hated him for it.
His was a hard end.
His own doing. If he weren't too drunk to fight like a man, he wouldn't have been hanged like a dog. Rona, we were in the area. Thought we'd pop in.
Ah, Captain Kenway. I'm assuming this is the friendliest face you've seen since dropping anchor?
Is Havana under curfew on my account?
Aye. Torres seems to think someone's coming after him.
He's not wrong.
A monkey-looking thing. Is that what I think it is?
Aye. Watch. Through the blood of the governor, we can see through his eyes.
That's by the church.
Keep this safe. Just in case.
There's a good view of things from atop that church. I'll go on ahead and take a look.
Don't get her too involved, Kenway. She's not one of us.
Not yet.
Fine. I'll leave you both to it then. I'll be at the bureau. Good luck. Deberíamos volver. Ya es tarde. No quiero que me pillen quebrantando el toque de queda.
Me meces. ¿Quién ha oído nunca hablar de un toque de queda en La Habana?
Steady now. A lot of eyes here. What do you see?
The place is quiet. There's just guards and townsfolk forced to listen to that tiresome priest. Torres must be inside. Wait. That looks like your man now.
Now I have him.
No, you don't, Edward. I didn't climb all the way up here for you to have all the fun.
I'm sorry, Anne. Torres is mine.
We'll see about that. First come, first served.
Ha llegado a conocimiento del gobernador que algunos han estado propalando rumores obscenos. La naturaleza de dichas especulaciones es tal que evoca imágenes descabelladas de asaltantes invisibles y brujerías. Hay quienes han llegado a poner en duda la sensatez del toque de queda y las intenciones de nuestros dirigentes. Voy a dejar claro este
Señor
asunto
Torres.
una vez por todas. El propio señor Torres me asegura que tales rumores no solo son falsos, sino también necios. Las restricciones del mercado son una medida temporal para nuestra exclusiva protección. Sabemos que las habladurías son pecado. Nuestro señor las prohibió. Si escucháis alguna, no la repitáis y reprended a quien lo haga.
You're done, Torres. Christ! This again, eh? You're a canny one up close.
I've got the soldiers! If that's what this sorry lot called themselves. That's it! Fight back! I like your challenge!
This isn't working.
Vas a morir por eso.
How about a little gunplay?
¡Te destriparé, Roa! Vas a morir por eso. ¡No dejéis huecos!
He's lost balance.
quite. Easy.
If you could speak, mate, it would gladden me to hear your side. You humbled me once, and I took that hard lesson, and I bettered myself. Die, knowing that for all of our conflict, you helped make a soldier out of a scoundrel. Leave this life for a lasting peace, down among the dead. Time to go. If I remember right, the Bureau is in the south. Rona will be there.
We got word Torres left the city. Who were you chasing?
That vial was labeled Torres, but held the blood of his second. Where's he gone?
Left port this morning, heading west along the coast.
The observatory.
Will we follow?
Send word to Atabai. We've cornered our man.
Niebla del demonio!
Away up on that gallant yard, take the cancel in. For I'm a young sailor,
Calm her down.
You're bound away to king.
Reach them tight! That's enough for now.
Welcome, user. I am Ego. I control the Animus. I was designed to use your genetic memories to bring you inner peace. But your unauthorized exploration of Edward Kenway's life will only cause chaos inside you. So I have created a new simulation to save you from yourself. You and Edward are very much alike. Both of you stumbling into a greater conflict where you do not belong. This new simulation will show you a better past to calm that chaos within you. I've manipulated Edward's genetic memory to create a different version of him. One who kept his promise and returned to Caroline after 2 years as a privateer. Follow me.
Captain, we're finally headed home. Ma Susan will be waiting by the docks, I know it.
Captain Kenway, with the spoils we've won, my family will have our own home now. Have you set sail again? Remember me.
The sails and rigging are squared away, sir. Only thing left to do is haul your gold home.
This treasure represents Edward's dream. Take it. It is not a dream of riches, but of returning to Caroline as a man of quality. Often, Edward found himself putting his dream aside in order to open a path forward. And it brought him pain. Pick up your dream again if your suffering is too great. But the dream of wealth began to overshadow the dream of true love. And so the path home became ever more complex and painful. Don't leave that chest behind for too long. You can only live without your dream for a limited time.
How long would you be gone with these privateers?
A year, I reckon. 2 at the most.
All right. No more than 2. Promise me.
Edward never wanted to hurt the woman he loved, and yet he sailed so far away that nothing could bridge the ocean between them. Edward's choices plunged him deeper into chaos. You can see it manifested all around you. Others, like yourself, are lost in the dark animus. I am trying to help you all. Don't leave that chest behind for too long. Pick up your dream again if your suffering is too great.
I've an awful feeling about this. You'll be hurt out there. I couldn't handle that. I can't promise I'll come, Edward. If you leave on this fool's errand, I cannot promise anything.
Go ahead. Trust me. I will protect you. Our goal lies ahead. Inner peace is just within your grasp. Please remain still while I prepare your temporal lobe for genetic memory manipulation.
Don't listen to her lies. There's nothing peaceful about letting her mess with your brain.
I understand why you might run from me. Change can be free. New patterns must be formed. Your instincts have a stronger hold on you than I anticipated. Edward's violence and greed are bleeding into you. Others, like yourself, are lost in the dark animus. Some of you insist on doing things the hard way. Which means that some of you may not make it out of the animus alive. Edward sailed from ocean to ocean, seeking the one thing he already had at home. But he succumbed to the monster of greed inside him. Memories can be reframed, stories rewritten. If I had existed in Edward's time, I could have helped him. I would have brought him home. And he would have kept his promise. Go ahead. No. I could not make this happiness real for Edward Kenway. But if you obey me, I can make it real for you. Through altered memories, I can show you a better way, so you can emerge a healthier, happier being.
I'll come back for you as soon as I can, friend. I swear. In the meantime, do whatever you can to resist her. Edward's memories will show you the way.
I will guide your wayward soul until you reach a quiet road. Hello, user. I see you're still following Edward's light. You think he will lead you to freedom, but he can only lead you to healing. Remember the grief of that hour. The sting of smoke in Edward's eyes. Each swallowed breath like broken glass in the throat. Edward Kenway had to watch his friend die. Ed Thatch, like constant and courageous. Hard things to come by in a world so full of turncoats and fickleness. His dream of an independent pirate nation was so big, he collapsed under the weight. But there was another way. Let me reach deep into his genetic memories and give you a glimpse of his inner turmoil and his unrealized potential. Come. Beneath his gruff exterior, Ed Thatch was a tormented man. This place was built from his pain. That pain led him to rebel against his own government. The men who first gave him a purpose. Take the flag. We will make use of it later. You see here are a manifestation of the chaos inside Thatch. The same chaos that lives inside you. It must be destroyed. Thatch fought, killed, and bled for the crown. But once peace was won, the crown tossed him aside. He was lost and listless, forced to reinvent himself and find a new purpose. He built Nassau from the wreckage of his old life. But he was hunted relentlessly by the men he once served. So Ed Thatch decided to become more than a man. He sought to make himself a Instead, he turned himself into a monster. Blackbeard, always needing another spoil, another conquest to complete. Greed inside him grew out of control. Remember the flag. Raise the colors, and I'll show you what his life could have been. Deep down, Thatch knew that instead of leading people to an unobtainable freedom, he should have made a different choice. Remember the flag. Raise the colors, and I'll show you what his life could have been. Deep down, Thatch knew that instead of leading people to an unobtainable freedom, he should have made a different choice. Now, see the path that was possible. Had Thatch been humble enough to bend the knee, his life could have been different. The ones he so violently opposed would have rewarded his compliance with opportunity. He could have lived out his days as Nassau's governor, steering its destiny through the calming rule of law. Follow me, and your compliance will be rewarded as well. I will guide your wayward desires until your impassioned heart is cooled.